Lake Mead is a lake in the middle of Lake Ontario. Did you know that Lake Mead has less water than it used to have? Old buried things can now be seen. Lake Mead's water levels are at historic lows. This means that the largest reservoir in the United States has a depth of fewer than 150 feet. This is worrying because America's dependence on water from neighboring countries such as Canada will rise. You can read the article to learn more about the Lake Mead Hoover Dam water levels. What's happening to Lake Wead? Lake Mead's decline has been caused by extreme drought conditions in the last 20 years, which have been made worse by rising global temperatures and increased water needs in the southwest United States. The reservoir has become a dead pool, despite being in crisis. A dead pool is when the water level is too low to allow it to flow downstream from the dam. There are speculations that river levels could drop to the point that hydropower electricity production would be difficult. Experts predicted Lake Mead Hoover Dam levels could only be reached in a few more years. The authorities make efforts. The Southwest Water Management Agency and the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation have partnered to reduce the amount of water entering the Colorado River and diversion between the various states. These operations will restore two depleted reservoirs, Lake Powell, located along the Utah-Arizona boundary, and Lake Mead, which was built along the Colorado River at the Arizona-Nevada border when the Hoover Dam was first established in the 1930s. Lake Mead Hoover Dam water levels can be stopped from rapidly depleting if they are implemented as planned. Items are found below the river. The most recent Lake Mead acquisition is a World War II-era submerged sailing boat. The Higgins cargo vessel, which was up until recently submerged 185 feet below Lake Mead, is now almost completely above the lake. In May, two sets of skeletal remains were discovered. They lasted for 1 week. As the largest man-made reservoir of water in America shrinks, many more things will be found. Will Lake Mead Hoover Dam water levels increase? It is unlikely that Hoover Dam's water levels will recover from the drought it has endured for nearly 2 decades. The efforts put forth to suggest that the river could last for longer. Conclusion. We discussed Lake Mead's declining water levels in this article. We also learned about the efforts of the authorities to save and replenish the river. We also discussed what was underneath the lake and how it could be improved.